Hi, this is Straight Draw here, and we're going to talk about the way you get your wind charts and your elevation for the different tours that you play. So basically, we're going to talk about two great websites. So this is golfclashnotebook.io, and I'll provide the link down below. A couple things just to show you. You've got the clubs, and you go in, you click on clubs, and here they have all of the stats for the club, how much the upgrades cost, what the stats will be at the various levels. Also, they have a quick wind chart. So you can say, look at your quarterback level 8 and see the max and medium distance. And if you're using katanas, you can use level 2 and it'll show you a wind chart, a real basic wind chart for that club, that level, and that power. That's a really good tool. We're also, I would suggest looking at wind. They talk about different guides here. You can watch people playing using the wind ring method. Um, and also, well, what we're going to use is we're going to use tools. If we click here on the tools tab and go to a wind chart creator, that's what we're going to use. And so you come in here and let's just say that we have the quarterback and it's level 8. We can add that club and we'll throw in a big dog, level 4, right? So this is what you do. Um, say you're playing with a Hornet level 3. And I'm not going to go through all of this, but you can put all of your clubs together for a certain golf bag. And then these choices down here, you can put a title because it's going to print out a nice PDF. So title goes here. And I start with power 0, but I get, I want to know what they are. So let's just say power 3. Let's say we're playing Titans or Kingmakers. And I always use the variant win per ring. That's what I was using in the two previous videos. You hit create chart, and it is going to create a PDF. All right, and I'm going to pause the video to get this open. And so here I've got the PDF open. Again, you can put your title right here. And so what I really like about this is I use this with the decimal place moved over one spot. So yes, it is true. Sorry. Um, that 1.0 is the correct max distance wind, but I use 1.05 and I let my computer kind of have the most accurate information when I'm playing with a spreadsheet. So this is what we mean by a wind chart. Make one of these for your main bag. If you put more than 7 clubs, it prints off on another page. So the best idea if you're using like an extra mile for one bag and a quarterback for another is to have a page for each. But then it gets kind of bulky. And what I did is I just included this number, right? 3 numbers for each club, and I wrote it on a 3x5 card. But the point is, where do you get it? You get all of that information at golfclashnotebook.io. Well, that handles all of your wind adjustment scaling factors for your clubs. Each club, max, medium, minimum distance. What do you do to get the elevation? Well, let's go to another wonderful site. So this is golfclashtommy.com. Again, the links to both of these will be down below. And so Golf Clash Tommy has a great bunch of great stuff. Now these tournament guides, just a quick warning on them. I'm recording this video about 7 hours before the tournament starts, and he has tournament videos, but they don't yet include the tournament wind. He just plays through those courses to try to give you an idea of the different shots that are going to come up. Sometime less than 10 to 12 hours after the tournament starts, they'll be out with what they call tournament wind videos, and those will include the actual wind, and they'll have playthroughs and suggestions about exactly what power level ball to use, whether to use a katana or a quasar, and exactly what club and how many bars of topspin and so forth. So these tournament videos are great, and then of course the golden shot. When on weeks when we're not playing tournaments, we have the golden shots, and there's a really nice setup that they have that gives you a chart on how to play the golden shot. and how to do the wind adjustments and so forth. So definitely check out golfclashtommy.com, and you can go in here to the menu, and there are different guides that are available. And so I'm going to go to the tours, and let's just click on Tour 7. I know that one pretty well. So um, so every single hole is listed. So we have Sunshine Glades first, and which doesn't have much elevation on it at all. Let me pause this for just a second. Here we go. Here's a par 3 that's definitely going to have some elevation on it. So here he has a video for each of these. He has a video in just a second. Oh, and he's got a graphic so you can see this hole. So here's where you tee off, and it's downhill. But if you come up right here, it tells you 20%. Now, I want to warn you, just be a little bit careful, because there are two ways to play this. If you have enough backspin on your club, like a Guardian or a Sniper level 10, you can try to land in here with backspin and hold. And hold near the pin. The other way is to play your long iron and bounce here, first bounce here, second bounce here, and then roll down. So this is significantly higher. So this I play as about 15% downhill, and his 20% I believe is a lower landing zone, but I didn't check that, so that's sort of buyer beware on that one. But that's also how elevation works, right? You start with somebody's. Again, let me just scroll up here. So we'd start with Tommy. He says, all right, it's 20%. Okay, we'll start using that elevation for that shot on that hole, and then we're just going to have to see how it goes from there. Let's check out another hole. Let me get something that's not a par 3. So here we go. It's going to take a second for that picture to update. My computer's being overloaded, but you can see here the key information on this hole, right, is that hole 1 has a 20% downhill elevation adjustment, and hole 2 is going to have 10%. And here we go. And this is a perfect hole to illustrate exactly what I was going to warn you about. It's different, right? The elevation this way is slightly different than the elevation this way. It may not look that way, but they play slightly differently. So how do you take care of that? Well, he's got a video. See which way he's playing it. So if you go left and he plays left, then you know that this first, the tee shot elevation adjustment is right for you. If he plays it a different way than you do, start with what he uses, but know that if you're hitting to a different location on the course, you might have a different elevation. So, and same thing, the elevation on your second shot might be different, and it is down here. This one plays flat from over here. If you're going to play in from here with your second shot, it plays flat. If you're going to play across the water, it plays about 10% downhill. So just know that you can't just look at the numbers. Unless there's only one way to play the hole, these might be different depending on which way you go. So that's how we're going to do it. We're going to use Golf Clash Tommy for the elevation adjustment. We are going to use Golf Clash Notebook for our wind adjustment and to create our wind charts. So hopefully that describes what you need to look for, and hope you have good luck with this out on the course. Play free, have fun, straight out.